If the only things that come to mind for you when I mention 100% cotton yarn is this or this episode is for you. Today we are taking a look at a yarn I love from a company rapidly becoming one of my favorite manufacturers. We're looking at Anne from Circulo. Hey there, yarn crazies. Welcome to episode 9 of iHeartYarn. Today we are focusing on a yarn I frequently recommend to customers at the shop for everything from clothing and accessories to baby blankets and household items, and from Circulo Yarns of Brazil. It's lightweight, machine washable, comes in a huge range of colors, is a really great value, and a great option if you want to avoid wool or acrylic for a given project. By the way, my apologies if there's a lot of background noise today. It has been raining like crazy. Hoping my microphone doesn't pick up too loudly, but, well. Anyway, before we dive into the details on this yarn, let's announce a winner from episode 7. If you haven't already, go check that episode out to learn about another amazing yarn for lightweight garments called Summertime Light from Diamond Yarns, and the Rockaway Beach Shell pattern by Kay Hopkins, along with other fantastic patterns she has available. From the folks who left me a comment on that episode or sent me an Instagram message, the lucky winner is Lily. Message me via Ravelry mail or at the email listed in the show notes so I can send you your choice of case patterns to try out, and thanks for supporting iHeartYarn. Now on to the yarn review. Anne first appeared at Grandma's Spinning Wheel in early 2018 and rapidly became the best-selling cotton yarn we stock, thanks to the beautiful color palette and the generous 371 yards per 100 gram skein. Circulo Yarns had partnered with Plymouth Yarns to bring this Brazilian beauty to the American market, and let me tell you, I fell absolutely head over heels for it when it first arrived. In 2021, our first shipment directly from Circulo arrived, and the giant 547 yard balls in an even larger array of colors joined the collection. As you can see from the shirt that I am wearing, I am particularly fond of the variegated multis. Some of the color combinations are truly unique. I have made tea towels from this one that looks like Neapolitan ice cream, and I have some of this one in my stash, and I'm looking forward to making something fun to wear out of it. By the way, all these colors you see here, there are more. We have been slowly expanding the number of colors we stock, and there are even some sparkly ones coming. Anne is a mercerized virgin Brazilian cotton, and while the label recommends hand washing, this tee has been through the washing machine many times. Granted, it has been in a delicates baggie and been washed with my other cool wash colors, but after more than 4 years of pretty regular use and washing, the material has held up great and only recently needed a session with my gleaner to remove, a little bit of pilling. The manufacturer recommends a US 3 or 3.25 millimeter needle, but having worked with this yarn and based on my wraps per inch tests all coming in at between 14 and 16 wraps per inch, I would classify it as a fine fingering weight and would say that if you are a loose knitter, you could consider needle sizes 1, 2, or 3. Of course, larger needle sizes would work as well, especially if you are doing lace work. Here is a knit swatch I made on a US size 3. As you can see, thanks to my tendency to knit a little loosely, I got approximately 20 stitches and 33 rows and 4 inches. If you're going to crochet with Anne, I would consider the 1.75 or size 0 hook to be the smallest hook to use, and I've been quite happy with the softness of the fabric created with B, C, and D hooks. The Tunisian swatch shown here was done on a D or 3.25 millimeter Tunisian hook. By the way, did you notice how different the variegated versions of this yarn can look when you knit or crochet or even Tunisian crochet with it? Call me easily amused, but I find that absolutely fascinating. By the way, here's a tip. If you have a busy variegated yarn in your stash with colors you love, but you really hate how it looks worked up, try linen stitch with it if you're knitting or Tunisian if you're crocheting. The difference will probably shock you. For those wondering about the details of what I am wearing, this is the Blissful Tee pattern published by Universal Yarns. It is a free pattern and it actually calls for sport weight yarn, but it is a pretty simple design and substituting a different yarn weight is no big deal. The lace detailing here across the top is very simple, and I love the way it turned out in Anne because of the way the color started to pool and blaze through the body. If you want to look at patterns designed specifically for Anne, wander over to both Circulo and Plymouth's websites. They both have patterns for knit or crochet featuring this yarn. At some point I plan to make this cool top from Plymouth's collection, although I will probably only do it in 2 colors. And I would love to make this amazing crochet dress pattern from Circulo. But don't worry, if a long sleeve full length dress isn't your thing, there are 37 other patterns available from Circulo using Anne to make clothing for all ages, shapes, sizes, and even some fun craft and household projects. Definitely go hunting through your favorited patterns on Ravelry or elsewhere that might be a good match for a soft, vibrant fingering weight cotton. I've seen everything from summer socks to lace shawls like these Tres Flores made with Anne, and they have all turned out amazing. I've been told it's amazing to weave with, and I know there are a lot of lightweight baby blankets running around out in the wild, all made from Anne too. So if you are looking for something pleasant to have in your hands during the hot, muggy weather many of us here in the US are experiencing right now, I hope you'll give Anne a serious look. Thank you so much for watching iHeartYarn. If you enjoyed what you saw here today, help me out by hitting the subscribe button and the notifications bells down below so you can get notifications when new episodes come out, and share my channel with other yarn crazies you might know. After that, go make something that makes you happy, and I'll see you next time.